Alrighty folks, this is Lurch from Ireland Gaming and welcome back to another episode of From the Depths. We are back in the campaign and this is episode 15. I have cleared up the two battles that we had fought last time and then I subsequently lost because of the bug. Yeah, they were not terribly exciting. It took me about, nearly 2 hours to actually get through the fight. A little bit of a lag fest, but we got there in the end. Today, we're going to do a little bit of clearing up with the Onyx Watch. This is going to be a bit of a slower episode because I actually have a couple of things to talk about. Let's just get into a fight first. You'll see I've actually made some of the indie submarines from the last build video. And this is in super duper slow-mo mode. Very dramatic. Look at that. All the snow and the bleak fog. Very cool. Anyway, yeah. Nick has dropped an interesting little message about the upcoming dev test. Now, this shouldn't apply to most people. It's not going to be a big deal because most people don't run the dev test branch all the time, but some people do, even after their current dev test build has went to stable. Nick has warned that in the next dev test, saving vehicles may very well break them going back to stable. So, if you're going to run the new dev test patch, you really want to be backing up your saves. Just make a copy of your save file and back them up, because that will be very important, just in case. Nobody wants to lose all of their ships. That would really suck. Or indeed just certain designs or whatever. Oh god, this is a huge fight. Let's get the Mastiff to the top, so at least he's in. Oh wow, really? You're not going to give me the Mastiff? What, can I have them that way? Seriously? You're mean. Okay, well, let's just do this until we get the Mastiff. No way. What am I doing? How do I stop this? Click. Right, sorry. Ah, screw it. It's just... What is it? It's, Stockade, Pinnacle, and then the furnace, the fortress thingy. Ah, screw it. Let's just bring it all in. I know it's going to be messy, but, it's fine. We'll have pretty explosions and stuff like that to look at while we chat about the stuff. So, yeah, as I was saying about the upcoming dev test, just make sure to back up your saves file, just in case, if you do plan to use it. That way you'll ensure that you're not going to lose anything important, and you can back it up. You'll find it in your My Documents folder under From the Depths. Just make a right-click copy, right-click paste. Get it out of the way, just in case. Anyway, you should probably back your saves up now and again anyhow. It helps. So, another very interesting thing, and maybe a big change up for the channel, maybe very little. As some of you may know, I work in retail, and I have been working in the same job now for 9 years, which is almost a third of my entire life, and it's a pretty sort of a daunting prospect, to be honest. As of next Monday, I start a new job, which has some implications in the fact that I'm actually going to be working more hours. I'll be working an extra day every week, so I'll have a little bit less time to record vehicles. So, in the sort of next week or two, there might be a bit of a change up. You'll probably see a couple of less videos coming out, but at the same time, I actually finish a little bit earlier in the evening, but I start a little bit earlier in the morning. I'll have to go to bed earlier. I really have to learn how to do that. That's very difficult whenever you're recording videos for YouTube. So yeah, we'll have. Be able to make an earlier start of it. It's a less physical job. I'm going from a regular retail position to a online retail position. So I'm going to be actually working with computers, which is sort of my passion. It's going to be a lot better for me. I'm going to have a sitting job. I'm not going to be as tired when I come home from work, from running around a busy sort of high street shop. So yeah, I'm really excited for it. It's going to be a significant pay raise for me as well, which is always nice. And we'll see how things turn out. It should be interesting either way. But it means I can probably finally get some more hardware for my computer. That would be nice. By significant pay raise, I mean like truly significant. My pay is going up by about 40%, which is really quite significant. and it will give me a bit of disposable income, which is always nice. So yeah, we have a couple of changes coming. What the hell are you doing, Mastiff? Really? I know we're in degraded mode here. With the I do love it when those minibuses get hit by, deflected by shields and go straight into orbit. That is just incredible. Just hope they don't actually come straight down again. That'd be really funny. So yeah, we could have a couple of little sort of shake-ups in the near future. But, it's a good thing. It's extremely good for me in the long run. And it could very well be good for the channel as well. I'm going to be working standard sort of Monday to Friday with every weekend off, as opposed to the shift work I've been working for the last considerable length of time. So it'll be more consistent for me as well, and I might actually get some sort of structure down to how I'm releasing videos, and actually get a little bit more organised, because you may have noticed the channel has just recently hit 5,000 subscribers. It's absolutely incredible. It's still incredible to believe that anyone's watching the videos. Mastiff, come on, dude. This guy, typical. They always want to get on quick before. No, that's the wrong button. Back. What's the back button? H. No, H. G. There we go. Good boy. Good boy. Get back in the water where you belong. You are not really a dog, even though you were named after a dog. Come on. The other way. Still doesn't really want to go the way I want him to go. Come on. There we go. This thing turns on a dime for such a big ship, actually. It's really, really responsive. I mean, we just turned in about, what, maybe 20 or 30 meters there? That's pretty impressive. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, structure, stuff like that, not getting distracted quite as much, that would be helpful. We'll have, I'll have a more consistent sort of a weekly routine, and routines are awesome, and shift works could really screw that up. I've been working Sundays sort of predominantly for the last 6 months or so, and not having a weekend and not knowing what days you're going to be working from week to week can really screw up your schedule. So having more consistency will hopefully allow me to sort of plan out when I'm going to be releasing videos better and such, and maybe we'll even go with a proper release schedule, say like Monday, Wednesday, Friday or something like that, and probably squeeze out more in between. I also plan to do a couple more, I don't know if anyone watched the Space Engineers videos. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I'm doing them in a slightly more traditional Let's Play format. With these From the Depths videos, I do go whole hog on most of the editing and stuff like that. Hooray, battle finished! And, they take up an awful lot of my time. Did both of the indies die? What the hell happened? I could have sworn I had them built. Oh, well, okay. That was strange. I could have sworn I had those guys built. Anyway, no, they didn't. They got destroyed. No way. I didn't even get to see them. That's why I was talking sort of constantly. Anyway. Yeah, so release schedules and shit like that. I keep getting distracted. So yeah, what else? What else do we have to talk about? I have a list, actually. We have loads of things to talk about today. Nick has recently, on the forum, sort of expressed an interest in marketing the game a little bit further. As it's been for the last while, as I understand it, he's been sort of just plugging away at it and doing as much as possible, but not overly marketing it, just because it doesn't feel like it's ready for, the mass market or whatnot. There are a whole pile of bugs and to worry about. It's still a heavily in development game, and I'm sure there'll be plenty more bugs in the future for us to deal with. But that's fine, we can live with that. But yeah, he's expressed an interest in marketing, and one of the key concerns that people have is learnability and usability of the game. So he's looking for, people's recommendations for what tutorials are helpful and that sort of thing, and a couple of people have recommended my channel, and that is absolutely awesome. I really appreciate that. And it gives you the warm fuzzies knowing that you're helping people out and that sort of thing. But to that end, I'm going to actually do an overhaul of most of my tutorials. We're going to go from the very, very basics. I had a back to basics tutorial planned. With this sort of recent development, I'm going to get my finger out of my ass and actually maybe do something about it and start putting that together and doing, you know, more tutorial based content, because I haven't been doing that much recently. There haven't been so many changes, and I haven't really had a lot of time to write out tutorials. Believe it or not, even though a lot of the tutorial videos are much, much shorter, they all kind of have to be written first, and it's an awful lot of work to write those out beforehand and make sure that you know, it's correct and you're not spreading misinformation, and it's concise and not too, you know, waffly, because as you know, I do have a habit of waffling, as I'm, you know, doing right now. Should probably pull these guys out of combat. That'd be a good idea, so we can actually move over here. Come on. Yeah, it's there's going to be quite a few new tutorials coming out, and now the way I'm planning to do this is, because Nick has planned for like a sort of an in-game sort of short tutorial section. I'm probably going to be releasing a lot of short videos over the next sort of week or so to work towards this goal. And you know, I'm thinking, rather than doing, you know, how to build a ship start to finish, there are so many different things to know about going into building a ship in this game. I mean, it's enormous. You have to know about hull shaping, all the different weapon types, how to use AI, shielding, you know, configuration of the different weapon types, your fuel, engines, so many different things. So rather than going for a full sort of start to finish tutorial, I'm going to try with a back to basics. One of the things that really helped me when I started this game and alleviated a lot of the frustration were Rosefall's tutorials, and he did some excellent, very basic tutorials that started from how to build your very first boat. You know, nice and easy. And that was absolutely imperative for me actually sticking with this game, and I'm so incredibly glad that I did, because obviously we are where we are today, and there's 5,000 of you guys watching the channel for whatever bloody reason. You're mad, but yeah, it's great. That's what happened to him. Why are you over there, dude? Let's see what the other guy's doing. Aye, him twerking away there. Good man. Where are they coming from? Have I forgotten a friend or foe? I think they've blown each other up. Oh, no way! Haha! We have a problem, people. Whose friend or foe is missing? I bet it's these ones. I would nearly guarantee it. To hop into the Mastiff, and I think I'm going to get this guy to just go away, dude. Sorry, I know you're doing a lovely job of helping the Mastiff there, but you're... Oh, I got rid of the wrong one. Blast! How did you get onto the land without hurting yourself? That's incredible. What are you even doing, Mastiff? Hop on board here. I think we're actually low on resources. Let's see what we got here. What on earth? Oh, that's the cram shells. Wow, they were very, very vibrantly coloured there. Now we have loads of resources. Let's see what sort of destruction we're causing. Let's do some of the actual Let's Play stuff rather than me just waffling constantly. Your own bang. Much bangs. Okay, we seen one explosion of the metal. I'm sorry. Right, rather than me waffling more, I'm going to find another fight first. So I'm going to pull all, get everything repaired, and go up here, and then I'll fight something, and then we'll talk more. Be right back. Okay, we have another battle on the go here. Jesus, this is a huge one. This Telemachus Trebuchet and a whole bloody base? No way. That's awesome. I actually think the ships are going to be of little concern here, so let's get these guys in. I had a quick trip to the designer to figure out what the hell was causing my ships to get all destroyed. I figured out the Mastiff was actually missing and identify friend or foe. Oops. That was major, and he probably was wrecking my own face in those like white flare battles I was having down there before. So whoopsie. I'm gonna have to update the workshop one. So he's probably guilty of like mass destruction of people's ships all across the internet. So I do apologize for that, but you know the Mastiff's a mean pup. So yeah, fun. So what were we talking about? We're talking about tutorials. Yes. So basic idea of tutorials, yeah, gotta cut them up into little, short, concise nuggets covering single topics so that you can nice and easily access the specific piece of information that you want without having to sit through different parts of, you know, another video. And they're gonna all be playlisted in certain topics. I'll try and cover airships and thruster craft and all of those things. It is going to take me a week or so at least to actually get through them, probably more actually, but I am going to make a start out of this weekend because, you know, this game is, it's incredible, it really is. I mean, I'm approaching 900 hours playtime, and it's, if I can give, you know, any other person the ability to get, you know, a fraction of the enjoyment that I've got out of this game, then I'm all for it. I'll throw down and, you know, do my best to help out because it really deserves it. It's something else. It's From the Depths is really so appropriate because of the depth of the game. There's just so much to go for, and there's so much still to come, and it's really exciting sort of being a part of it. And I would like to do my little bit to try and help out with the... Oh, there goes our torpedoes. Help out with the game and, you know, if not just promote it, then try and help people learn how to play it as well, because that initial learning curve is very frustrating, and it was... Oh, hello, there's an AI dead. What do we kill? One of those. That was Telemachus. They're very explodey from the inside. Yeah, so, what the hell was I talking about? Go on, you bad thing. Booyah. Yeah, I actually can't remember what I was talking about. I know it was about tutorials and helping out and stuff. But yeah, I really want to see this game succeed, and if next pushing the marketing, then I would really like to see... Oh, that's bad. I do need to put terrain avoidance in for that. I did figure out a way to do it as well, using an ACB and the PID controller. Because you can set the test stimulus to different values using an ACB. So if you set an ACB on the bottom... to set your altitude setting to different values based on, you know, what it detects, then that would be sweet. Right now he's going to make... Oh, this is going to hurt. Yep, thought so. Well done, dude. I don't think I can even attack that from this angle. We're going to need the Mastiff here, because these guys are just the wrong thing for the job. They can't actually hit it, so let's get rid of them. They've done their bit. They did short work of the other things. What was it? Oh, it was literally just the Telemachus. Is that it, guys? Come on! Well, we got to watch them do that at least, I guess. Now, ooh, that's a high arc. Funky. We do like our explosions. Ah, no, that was the wrong button. Back in the seat. I should probably turn my camera speed up again as well. Let's do that quickly, so that I'm not sort of flying over there for bloody ages. There we go, much better. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say about tutorials and stuff. What was next? Oh yes, interesting little thing that people suggested. You know, after I did the indie, and the indie was a commemoration build, and I have another one to do, but someone suggested a really cool idea. We have a load of Springers and Dachshunds and Mastiffs and all that in the campaign here, especially those huge ship fleets that we made to fight the white flares. So a few people have suggested, you know, given their own pets names of actual Springers and you know, the pets names themselves, so that I can add them to the game here in the campaign. So if anyone has a Mastiff or any of the other ship designs that I have here, if you have a pet by that name, then let me know, and I'll name one of my ships after it. So if we have a Springer, then we can have, you know, a Springer with the name of your pet, and it would be really cool if you can send a picture too. That'd be awesome. Just link a picture in the comments. It might not appear straight away because links are disabled on the channel, but I can authorize them and I will see them. So just send a picture of your doggy, and that would be absolutely sweet. And we'll see about adding a couple to the campaign here so that we can have at least a little bit more personality to the fleets, because they're all just called by their name, and it's going to be on a sort of first come first serve basis. Whatever one I see first, and I'll just sort of pick them out of a hat. No sort of what's the word? Can't think of the word. No bias. I'm just going to sort of pick names that I see, and if I have a dog or a ship for the dog's name, then well, it'll go up, and pictures will probably help. But yeah. So we're making fairly short work of this base, and I have one more thing on the list to talk about, and then I'll let you go from me bending your ear about all the different things on the channel and whatnot. I'm sure it's not everyone's cup of tea. You'd rather hear about what's happening in the game, but at least you had pretty explosions. This is more like a channel update video than an actual Let's Play episode, but you know, at least we're making some progress. But I do have a question about the Let's Play. I'm a little bit unsure as to what way to go about it. You know, what sort of episode... What's that word? I'm really, really bad at words. It's actually pretty late when I'm recording this. I really should be in bed, but, you know, this is what I do. It's how I do things. What sort of format? Ooh, that took right in the face. Vehicles are so... structures are so terribly vulnerable to cram cannons because they don't move and they're really accurate. Yeah, unless when they hit the ground. Yeah, so what sort of format would you prefer? Would you like? Would you prefer it to be, you know, battles like this and ships crashing into stuff and me waffling over the top of it and seeing absolutely everything that goes on? Or would you prefer the montagey thing? Where, you know, I do a montage of the combat instead. We'll do a little bit of talking, probably, you know, mix it up a little bit and have a bit of both, which would probably be a better dynamic for the whole episode, but there would have to be shorter episodes because the montages take up a considerable amount of time. On average, I would record at least sort of 20 to 30 minutes footage for each, like, maybe 3-minute montage, and that gets cut down into those 3 minutes, so you're throwing away 90% of your footage just by doing that, and then the editing itself takes a significant amount of time too. So a montage would, from start to finish, take maybe 3 hours and add 3 hours of time onto, you know, how long it takes me to make a Let's Play episode. Whereas this sort of a thing, where I'm just recording, talking, and, you know, churning it out like old-fashioned Let's Play style, I'll be able to edit this in about 10 minutes and then just encode it. So... yeah, wow, serious frames. It's probably because we're, like, hugging the land here. This guy's being a bit of a moron. This is a nasty little hole in the front here. You're showing your bits off there, son. Don't be at it. The ladies won't like that. But hopefully we'll at least be able to kill this fairly quickly. I mean, there's no like offensive capabilities in this town to speak of. It's more or less just a meat shield. But my god, it looks pretty. Oh wow, I love the little table here. These houses are awesome. They're so cute and dainty and quaint. How quaint! And it's now got full of holes. Oh, little forge, man, that's awesome. And a bed too. That is straight out of Minecraft. I like the little bedside table with the lasers. I really love seeing builds that people repurpose other stuff for aesthetic purposes. It's really cool. It's like, oh, NPCs. Haha! Perfect time to watch him get his face blown off. That was great. And another one of these little houses. As soon as we get to them, they're getting destroyed. Stop, Mastiff, stop! I know I could turn his AI off, but I'm not going to. Because I want this battle to end! To end! Another NPC. Are we going to get to see you get blown up? I would appreciate that. You and your little... Aha! You see, that was brilliant. AI dead. And we've just this last... I spoke too soon. Bye bye, house. Thank you, Mastiff, even if you are being a bit of a derp. I'm starting to think that these ships just need wheels and ion thrusters, and that would make everything better. Oh, brilliant. So, that is more or less all I've got to talk about for today. I've done plenty of the talky talks. But, well, right, yeah. I'm going to cut here and go get my list of names that have been suggested so far. So if you do have a pet that a family pet, send me a picture and give me the name. But it has to be a ship that I have in the campaign at the minute. At the minute we've loads free for naming. We have, Bulldogs and Dobermans. Falcor, I'm not sure what you can do. I don't think too many people have flying dogs. Rottweilers, Dachshunds, Springers, Mastiffs. We have a Springer name already, and I have to go and dig that out. And I'm going to cut here, go get that name, and be right back. This was a genuine be right back. I'm afraid my recording software doesn't let me alt tab out of games. It's quite irritating. But we have a Springer name. And the Springer name, I'm going to slow down time just in case, because I have a White Flare fleet coming along here. We're going to have to deal with him in the next episode. Don't worry, I'll not fight him off camera. Although we have plenty of White Flare stuff to get through. Jeez, there's so many big fleets. These 150 strength ones, nasty. So we have a Springer, and the way we're going to do this is, I would like to know the craft first. So we're going to have the name of the Springer, which is Ellie. Oh, and we have builder's caps. So this is the Springer, and this is Punch Raptor's Springer. And we have an Ellie. Now, what else do we have? We have another one. We have a Dachshund called Foma by NC Mixum. Now, we have a Dachshund here, so we'll just stick it to this fleet for now. Fleet name. No, that's the wrong one. Force name. And we have a Dachshund called Foma. Awesome. So now we have two very personal ships. Now, occasionally the game does like to erase these, and I'm going to try and keep a record of all of them, but no promises. If I lose a name, I'm really sorry, but we'll try and keep everything named up nicely. So we have like a load of stuff here to name. We have poodles, any poodles. Intruders, I've no idea. They're going to have to be nameless. We have loads of Dachshunds. We have more Doberman, Falcor again. We have a Dactyl. Obviously, that'll take Dachshund's names as well. Rottweilers. And that's just another little thing to maybe add a little bit more character to the fleets that we have here. A little bit more personality as well. But I do hope you enjoy the episode. I know it's a lot more of a talky one. And it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. But, a lot of this information is stuff that I felt like I needed to get out there anyway. So, I do hope you enjoyed the episode. Any likes, subs, or comments are really, really awesome. I love hearing from you guys, and I read every single comment. As always, take it handy, and have a bloody good day.